Hello everyone, it's Barnsey back again with another episode of Conflict Desert Storm, and today we're covering the bonus episode. So there was quite a few things that I wanted to cover during the main story that I didn't think were appropriate to cover during the main story, so I thought I'd wrap it all up in a bonus episode for you. So first things first, you've got options here. You can link a controller if you want, but we don't feel the need to. Now, if you remember back in the day from Conflict Desert Storm, for the PlayStation 2 anyway, there was a cheat menu that you could put in. Now, I don't have it here, but if you Google it, you can find the cheat menu for Conflict Desert Storm. For PC, I'd imagine it's console commands, but it allows you to have infinite ammo. I don't believe that includes RPGs, but infinite bullets essentially. It allows you to have the full mission list of all 15 missions. But if you did what I did through the playthrough, where you save after each mission, you're able to just select that mission again and play through with your current squad. You can also select the experience level of your guys and the experience level of the enemy. There is a multiplayer in Conflict Desert Storm. Now, I will show you what it was like. It wasn't very good. Or see, it's got lots of different options here. It's border skirmish. It doesn't really matter the option we've got to select. Weapon caches, there's time limits, so there's quite a lot of different options you can set. You can set different things like classic, like team deathmatch, number of players, but I'll just continue and show you what it's like, and I'll just start the mission. But pretty much you play as yourself, and there we go, we've spawned in, and as you can see, I'm blue team, my health's blue, I've got my rifle, I've got my pistol, and right here we have a tank. Cannot get in the tank though, pure aesthetic. But the multiplayer is just as what you'd imagine what a 2002 game would be like. You've essentially got your map and you run around and you complete the objective. I don't recall anyone ever playing this multiplayer. It really wasn't anything special. This does remind me of a few COD 4 maps though. Here we go, here's a weapon pickup. Doesn't this seem very GTA? Just seeing a glowing weapon in a sort of green area there. And then we've got some building areas here. So the multiplayer wasn't anything special, and I really didn't want to cover it too much in the video. And a ladder here. And we can climb a ladder. Isn't this cool? Never got to do this during the main story. So I don't know why they added in a ladder mechanic into the game when there was no ladders to climb during the main story at all. So very strange. You also spawn with 6 medkits as well, which is pretty handy. And there we go, Bradley using a saw. Isn't that something? But yeah, this is generally just the multiplayer. You can select what game mode you want. I believe this is the only map as well. So you're limited in that regard. The map's actually quite large. I'm also getting some big CS:GO vibes just from the sort of like Middle Eastern here. Look at that, you can blow up the tank as well, or the Bradley. Oh, memories of mission 10. And look at that, this enemy spawn point right here. But that's pretty much it for the multiplayer. I really wanted to just make it a brief showing of the multiplayer and what that's like. What I wanted to actually cover was the training. So we've obviously completed the campaign. Loading game is as simple as covering the missions that we've all saved in the past, but the training, 2 different trainings, actually sorry, 3. And we'll go through basic training. So this is for people that have never done training before, or never played the game before, so I didn't feel it was necessary to cover.
I am Master Sergeant Franks, your senior drill instructor.
Hello, Frank.
You will speak only when spoken to, and the first and the last words out of your mouth will be sir. Do you understand?
Shut up.
Sir, yes, sir. I hope you're ready for some hard work, son, because I don't let slackers pass my course. Okay, first off, let's make sure you know how to move around. Move towards me now, soldier.
So this is just pretty much showing you the movement mechanics of the game.
Now move backwards.
So if you follow his instructions, he'll say, "Oh, good, you've completed that,"
Now
something
I
like
want you
that.
to try sidestepping left and right. Move it, soldier.
There you go. So this is just the movement keys. This is essentially just a controls tutorial of the game, really. I will put in the bonus episode because there's quite a few things we've got to cover. We're going to cover multiplayer. We're going to cover turn left and right here. I never used this at all throughout the game. There we go.
Now I want you to go prone. Hit the dirt, soldier.
There we go, just hold the space bar. Come on.
Crouching and
Oh, that
crawling
looks
will
awkward.
make you a smaller target for the enemy, but
Do you remember
keep
Scotty
moving,
Too Hotty
sir.
from,
Now get back
well,
on your feet,
WWF back in
soldier.
time? He'd do the worm. That reminds me of what it was like.
Okay,
I
let's
will
see
put a
if you can
timestamp in
put
the
what you
video if you
just
want to
learned
skip
into
ahead of
practice.
the basic training, because
Follow
we're
me
going to
in the
cover the
door.
advanced training, which
This
is much
will lead you
cooler.
to the assault
I'm going to
course.
skip the
Get your
squad
assault
training
pass through the
because it
door,
is
and I'll
literally
meet
just
you on
squad
the other
commands,
side.
and all you do is point your squad to various areas of the flags and get them to go to
Okay,
certain areas.
soldier.
It's
Ahead of
really
you is
dull.
my assault course. Let's see if you can use what you've just learned to get across it quickly. Step up to the gate and get ready.
I am ready.
On your marks. Get set. Go, go, go.
Open the gate then. There we go. Teaching how to go through. Go under a log. Best way, climb. There we are. Now we've got to crawl all the way through this.
Move it.
In Conflict Desert Storm 2, there's a great mechanic. So now I'm actually pressing my A and D key, which is for me to go left and right. Conflict Desert Storm 2, you're able to do a roll to the left and right when prone, which is fantastic because your movement's really limited in Conflict Desert Storm 1. When you're prone, all you can do is like crawl forwards and crawl backwards.
Climb those ladders. Move it. Move it.
Oh, this guy's just no bueno, isn't he? Oh, here's the ladder mechanic again. Again, I don't know why they added this mechanic into the game, and not put it anywhere in the multiplayer, anywhere in the single player campaign. Because this would have been great on missions like Patriotic Defense or something like that. There we are. This is implemented a lot more in Conflict Global Storm, which is after Conflict Desert Storm 2, which is a great game, which I'm actually oh no! There we are. Conflict Global Storm's a great game. I'm so surprised to see all... I'm going to run off backwards and see if that helps. Yes.
Still, you could have been faster.
Thank you.
You want to try the assault course again? Follow the barrier back to the start.
Dude looks like Steve Austin from The Longest Yard.
For your weapons evaluation. Carry on.
Yeah, but Conflict Global Storm, there's a better use of ladders. They're actually used quite often because there's a lot more elevation changes in that game, which I'm actually just debating covering. I know Conflict Desert Storm 2 just as well as Conflict Desert Storm 1, so I'm very happy to play through that. But unfortunately, it's not on Steam, which is a bit annoying, so I might have to get on an emulator. And this just shows you the basic mechanics. I have it. Too right I am. Try shooting to this. It won't let me shoot just now, by the way. It only lets me shoot when I'm instructed. Shoot him in the nuts. I'm well aware. Yeah. Oh yeah, nut shot, nut shot. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, bring him on. Okay, I'm going to go for 5. 5's pretty unrealistic. I can get way more than 5. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah. Come on. Who's your daddy? Easy. These are the slowest targets ever. Where were these slow-moving Iraqi targets when I was going through the campaign? Oh, I just got that one. Oh yeah. That was a bread and butter level target shooting. Oh yeah, give me more of that. Straight down the line. Right where I'm already aiming. Come on. Yeah. Whatever. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's better. Just give me the grenade launcher. Just let me use it. Yes, it is. I don't know. Well, Connor's done pretty well with M249 SAW, so. Yes, it is. One-shot grenade. Bastard. You could put in a dummy round. Okay, burst mode is on.
how many you can bag. Ready? Begin.
Right, 3-shot burst. Let's wreck shop. Oh yeah, this is way better. None of that Beretta nonsense. Oh yeah, just feels right in the hand. Just got them. Oh yeah, that was the perfect time to reload. I don't even think I hit that.
God damn it, soldier! You are a one-man killing machine.
God, right, you're right, I am.
Now we'll move on to the last weapon.
You don't fire 5,000 rounds throughout the campaign as Bradley for and not be a killing machine. Yeah, now we've got to shoot little targets at the back here.
Good. You are now holding the Heckler & Koch PSG-1, a high-precision sniping rifle.
It's a load of nonsense. I want the Barrett.
You are now looking through the rifle scope. Try zooming in.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
You can use the sniper rifle to take down enemies that are beyond the
So again, this training is just basic movement mechanics and shooting mechanics. Very simple stuff.
This is guaranteed to take down your foe instantly.
A body shot pretty much kills them instantly as well, as we saw throughout the campaign.
A series of targets will appear in the gaps in the wall at the end of the shooting range. Use the sniper rifle scope to accurately hit the targets. Ready? Begin!
I am ready. Oh, what a shot. Maverick. Where's the next one? Aha. Oh god, what a horrible miss. I'm going to zoom in for these shots because they are quite small. There you are. Bam! Oh yeah, clipped him right in the shoulder. Winged him. Absolutely winged. Come on. Oh yeah. Horrible miss. As you can see, the recoil is crazy because we used the sniper rifle with Foley throughout the whole campaign, so his skill level was great. And there was no recoil on that one, so it makes me look like a fat liar. Come on. Come on. There we are. Another horrible miss. Another horrible miss. Yeah, I would have gone. I wouldn't say that. I missed about 4 shots on a static target. Good thing paper doesn't shoot back. Shoot. I want to shoot you. There we go. And that's it. On to advanced weapon training now. We'll cover this, and then I'll open up the squad training, but I don't want to go through it in depth. This is much more entertaining than the basic training. Let me shoot you. Sorry, yes, sir. Thank you. It's funny that for the training you always play as the Americans, and when in reality our Connors, Bradley, Foley, and Jones were British troops. Thank you.
The B-50 is a lethal man-stopper, also capable of penetrating vehicles, buildings, and even
lightly armored targets. Oh god, why do I remember that? That's so sad.
Okay, now I'm going to activate a couple of targets downrange.
This is the exact same idea as the basic training.
Ready? Begin!
Oh yeah. 15 beautifully placed bullets.
Okay,
Yeah, this is the exact same idea as the training we've just done with Bradley. I'm just going to use the non-zoomed aim and see how I get on with that. We'll probably get on okay. It is a bit weird though, because just the aim mechanics in this game are quite strange to get used to. Unless you're aiming down sight, aiming down sight's perfectly fine, but there's an acceleration when you're just firing from the hip. Oh yeah, got them though. See, Connors just loves filling things up with bullets. That's the enemy's weakness, bullets. I should really just aim when I get to the target. Hover over the target, aim, shoot. Yeah, that's much better. Come on, give it a challenge. Come on. Who's in charge? Me or the devil? There we go. Clip them. There you go. It's just maximum bullets equals maximum results. Oh no, I've definitely missed the target. There we go. Unmounted. Now we're finally done with that stupid little section. We know how to shoot and aim things. Now it's time to shoot tanks, which is great fun. So this gives you a brief demonstration of how tanks work essentially. We're going to pick up a lot and there's going to be a training tank.
This is no place for slackers.
Oof, that is low res.
My name is Master Sergeant Booth, and today I will be teaching you the skills needed for an infantryman to
You look like Stone
survive
Cold Steve
contact
Austin
with
from
an
The
armored
Longest Yard.
vehicle. In front of you is a Law 80 anti-tank rocket launcher. This and the smaller Law 66 are your only defense against enemy armored vehicles.
Thank you.
Go ahead and pick it up.
That's
now.
not true though, for we have
Now wait here.
anti-tank mines C4 and RPGs that also deal with tanks.
In a moment, I'm going to activate a remote-controlled tank. It will appear from behind the large gate ahead of you marked A. Don't worry, the tank will not fire back at you.
Good, because I'm going to fire right at it. You can kill yourself with this rocket launcher, by the way. There you go, there's a little dummy T-62. It looks like something you see on Robot Wars, because they look like eyes.
Okay, son. Go into aim mode and place the aiming reticule over the front of the tank.
Front of the tank.
Good. Now launch a rocket at the tank.
Side of the tank.
Okay, soldier. Listen up and listen well. Most modern battle tanks have adequate frontal armor to survive any infantry rocket hit.
Now they say modern battle tanks.
Generally have very weak rear armor.
The T-62 came out, I'm pretty sure, in the 1950s by Soviet Russia, so it's not the most modern. In fact, actually during Operation Desert Storm, during the Gulf War I, obviously the Americans had M1 Abrams tanks, and the Iraqis were using these Russian tanks. And now the American tanks had like GPS, autoloaders, and like electrical aiming systems, whereas with the T-62s, it was essentially a wheel you had to crank in order to rotate the turret, and you'd have to manually aim using sights effectively. And there was a very famous battle where it was effectively the Iraqi Armored Division versus the US Armored Division, and I think it was like loads and loads and loads of M1 Abrams tanks, which I think came out in the 80s, but they're very high tech compared to like 400 T-62s. I think there was about 400 T-62s destroyed in that battle, and there was like one Abrams tank broke down, but wasn't even destroyed because they were just so mechanically better, and their firepower so much better. So this just shows you how garbage they are compared to the Abrams. If we had an Abrams tank throughout this playthrough, we would have found it quite easy. This next bit's quite entertaining because we actually get to drive the Jeep. Now here, I've actually managed to flip the Jeep a few times because obviously the Jeep driving mechanics in this game are very strange. Of course, you only drive it during my mission, but I'm sure it's like it's not here. I do it downhill. There's a hill that comes up around the left-hand side soon, and I'm pretty sure I bank it around a corner enough, and I just crash it. I think it's here. I'll take a hard left. Oh, see, I almost tipped it. I think if you tip it, it doesn't let you continue. But you just run up to here, crash the Jeep, and then just hop out. Lol. This bit's more explosive stuff, but it shows you pretty much how to use the laser designator.
Okay, soldier, listen up. Today, I will be instructing you in the use of off-map support.
The comms.
Off-map support available to the Special Forces soldier. Long-range artillery strikes and laser-designated airstrikes. Let's start with artillery strikes.
Just let me pick it up.
On the table is the PRC-319 communication set. Pick it up, soldier.
Thank you. It's weird that they train you so much on this stuff. Let me pick it up then. Maybe I need to run away then come back. Or it just doesn't work. There we go.
Step up to the viewport, soldier.
Here we are. It's weird, they train you up on all this stuff, but you only get this for one mission. It's pretty easy, you just aim and press R. Oh, I see it. That's at least 6 guys not going back to their cardboard homes. Where did you come from? Lol. Done it. And then we'll blow up that one behind him. We'll see this lad get destroyed. There's not where I aimed. That was so far right. The next one should be a little truck coming along this road. I'm going to catch him. Oh, wait, no, that was everything. Never mind. Let's give you an extra one.
Okay, we'll move on to the laser designator.
Yes, the real work.
Laser designator now, soldier.
Again, we only used the laser designator for destroying a few vehicles throughout the campaign. Oh yeah, I'm going to laser designate the hell out of this target. Again, I will put a timestamp in if people want to skip this, because there's another couple things I want to cover. Two of which are quite interesting. Oh yes. Now, they say they're drone tanks, but they're actually driven by sweatshop workers who have no idea what's going to happen. That's why the hatch is closed. They weren't allowed to have the hatch open. They just said they were drone tanks, but they put these little CCTV cameras on the top and pretend they're drones. They actually need someone to just sit with their foot on the accelerator.
Target coordinates received. Track inbound. Target coordinates received.
Now, we never fought two tanks in any mission in the game that were that close to each other, which was very, very well received. There we go, boom, and say goodnight to you. Remote controlled training tank. That's what they say. Oh. Thanking you. Now on to the next one, squad training. Now I'm not going to cover squad training much. I'll show you the area that we go into, but it's literally just squad commands, and it's worse than death by PowerPoint. Hello Franks, or should I say Stone Cold. Diddle-dee. These guys here. What have you got? You've got an M16 that your hand's going through. You also have an M16 that your hand is going through. Oh, look at the stash on that guy though. Now, this is very boring. We get the whole squad here, and we just command the squad to go to each pillar. I'll show you what the pillars in that look like. But you point the lads over to their different areas, and I don't want to cover it because it's so boring for you. But what I will cover is some interesting stuff. Now, if I go into the single player, I'll load game. I'm going to load up Desert Watch. Now, there are some. If I can find Desert Watch, there we are. Now, we don't need to go far here. In fact, it's right at the start of the mission. So I'll just skip all the stuff. Right here, I'm going to turn the volume down because it's far too loud. Now, put everyone on fire well because enemies coming on this right hand side. We know this because we've seen this during the story. Just sidestep all his shots. Now, I'm going to try and find it. It's been quite a while since I've tried it, but it is an out of bounds glitch. I might have to destroy a couple vehicles and do some infantry. If I can just remember what this is it. This is now. I use Foley for this because it's so fast. But you can like click out of bounds in this game. I think I run at this section. Oh. To come out with an anti-material rifle. Some would say it's a bit overkill. I say it's just about right. Now there is an out of bounds glitch area that you can get up here. If I am not able to do it here, which I should be able to, there are loads of videos on YouTube which show you the out of bounds. I'll bring Bradley along. Maybe it's a different area. Oh, is it this bit? Nope. There are out of bounds. There are a lot of enemies. Of course it has been. Why wouldn't it?
Infantry ahead!
There we go. Now I've never been up close to one of those anti-air guns in quite a long time, just because I know that Foley can wipe them out in 4 or 5 shots with his Barrett, so I've never needed to get close. And as we saw from actual Desert Watch mission when we covered it in the Let's Play, Foley got toasted by one. And I'm sure Connor's got shot by one in a later mission as well, but he only took about 2/3 health damage from the tank. Now it's definitely this bit here. And it's here. Here we are. And if I just run up here, we're now out of bounds. So there are quite a few out of bounds areas that you can do on this. It's quite weird to get back into it. So I can shoot from here and kill all these guys, and they won't see me. They can't see me through the rocks in the way essentially, because obviously we kill them. Now that I'm standing here, I'm poking out the rocks, so enemies will be able to shoot me. But I can run even further out of that. So there we go, I climbed up a little bit. So I suppose if you were a speedrunner, what you do this game, okay. Oh wait, no, it's fully Shadowrun. You could use this as a speedrunning tactic, I suppose, but you need to destroy the armor. This is sort of off the beaten path. Unless you do maybe co-op speedrun, where... Oh. Well, you could maybe do it as a co-op speedrun, where you send maybe Foley and Jones and Bradley up this way, send Connor's down there to destroy the tank. But this is pretty much what I wanted to highlight. Just these different out of bounds areas in the game. There are more, and there's probably a lot that I've not discovered, because you literally just try and trek your way up the hills. Now this is where the tank spawn. We get this. Obviously the game doesn't think that I'm in this area of the game, but if I come back inbounds, if I come back here, I should be able to drop down. Oh, classic Foley. And the game will then load in the I have so dead. Lol. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show with that mission. And there are several different places that you can do this out of bounds glitch. Now there is one last thing that I want to show. Now it is on lights out, and is it here? I think I've pre-saved this. Yes, I did. Okay, fantastic. So I got up here, but this isn't particularly what I wanted to show. Well, actually, yes, it is. As you can see here, Foley is up on top of this area. This is just the very end of Lights Out, and this is where all those enemies run across. And Jones was standing down there during the campaign, shooting up at them. This is very end of a different playthrough. I'm playing as the Americans with this one because their kit's different. Like Connors doesn't have his little blue hat. He's got his little helmet. But now this is the only location in the game where you find a Makarov pistol. This is the only location ever, and it's right here. Now I've already picked it up, of course, because I just loaded the game because I saved it after I picked it up, and I'll show you how I got there. So Foley will jump back down here and he'll die, or he'll just do his classic Foley thing. There we go. So let's heal up Foley. There we are. And I'll show you how I got it. But it's the only location we get the macro pistol. Of course, we get fought with by enemies with macro pistols throughout the game. But there you are. That's what the macro pistol looks like. It only comes with one magazine. It's effectively just a Beretta, and it sounds different as well. But the damage is pretty much the same as the Beretta. It's exactly the same. It sounds nicer than the Beretta, but I'll show you how I've done it. So if you want to use this during your playthrough, and well, realistically you're only going to be able to kill up to 8 enemies if you get a headshot on each of them, but realistically you're only going to kill 1 or 2. You lie down in this corner here with your character and you get stuck, and then you can crawl up. Now it's a bit finicky, but so you need to get into the correct location into the corner, and then you can climb all the way up. So all I did there was sit in the corner, climb all the way up. So I sat in the corner, lied down, and then I just pressed the move forward key, and then it got me up to here. It can be a bit finicky. Obviously Foley just died there, but you can do that on different corners. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do it here, because I believe that's not the only location you can do it. But there you go. You can do it on any surface there, as long as there's, I suppose, a 90-degree corner. Then you can climb up. I didn't want to do this during the main playthrough because I thought it would be, well, weird. Just because it's not an intended mechanic of the game. and I don't like to use exploits during the playthrough. Well, in this game, that's for sure. And there's one last thing I want to show you. Now, I said at the very end of mission 1, when we saw the Black Hawk come in, if you destroy the vehicle, if you destroy the helicopter, you lose the mission. And I'm going to show that just here. And this will be the end of our bonus episode and the very last episode of the Let's Play. But here we are. And that, right there, there's no other relief that comes for us. We'll get mission failed. There we are, so a fitting way to finish. But that is pretty much it. There's nothing else I really need to cover. I've covered the whole playthrough. I've covered what multiplayer briefly looks like. It's never. I don't think it's ever been used, and I don't think it's ever going to be resurging at any point soon. But I've covered the glitches and exploits, what the training looks like, the whole shebang, and the options are just options, and that is it for the playthrough. It's been great fun Let's Playing this game, and I hope to see you guys again for my next playthrough. Who knows, it might even be Conflict Desert Storm 2, I might make it a bit of a thing going through the series. There's quite a lot of Conflict games. There's Conflict Desert Storm 1, Conflict Desert Storm 2, Conflict Global Storm, Conflict Vietnam. I know Conflict Desert Storm 1 and 2 like the back of my hand, both extremely well known. Conflict Global Storm I know pretty well. I think that'd be an interesting Let's Play. And Conflict Vietnam I know a little bit as well. But I'd happily let's play both of them, just because it'd be a trip down memory lane. I'm sure it would be the same for you guys, but I've been Barnsey, and I hope to see you guys again next time.